I love how it just ends right there, but perfect. Hey, it's a picture of Juniper in that modern art, or whatever it's called. A picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. Seaport. Wow, Professor Port must have painted this. So this is what they consider art? I really don't get it. I swear I've seen this girl before. There's an air of fragility about her. And those pity-inducing eyes. Who is this again? Her name's on the tip of my tongue. Oh, shut up, Athena. I just said it before I even looked at it. It kind of looks like there's a prosecutor's badge on top of the statue. Yeah, I could see that. But it's not. Look real close. Another strange difference. Understand a work of art. Oh, look! It has a title. Oh god, I don't want to know. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Heh. Creative. Art. Either it's too abstract to understand, or as subtle as a sledgehammer. Oh, that's funny. A mock trial script on the floor, and nearby an envelope marked use. Use. I wonder if Miriam's script was ever really inside that envelope. Let's see here. By Miriam Scuttlebutt. And the title is Rogue et Noir. Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. I wouldn't take part in that mock trial. She begged me. It says there are special rules allowing the payment of bribes while court is adjourned. Oh, and you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence. Wait, what? And you can bring in up to $3 worth of fabricated evidence? What? It also says, welcome to the darkest mock trial ever, where the end justifies the means. The prosecution claims this is the script that was supposed to have been used. But the scripts were selected by Professor Court, considering how much she valued the truth. I seriously doubt she'd pick a script entitled Crimson Blood and Dark Judgment. Wow. You have that title memorized already? Let's see. Look, a piece of pottery. Looks like it's already been fired. I bet Marauder made it. And I bet it won't last long either. Not with the way she deals with her own work anyway. Yeah, it seems like such a waste. I mean, this one already has some color on it. It looks like bloodstains the way the glaze was dribbled onto it. Just like bloodstains? In justice we trust! That does look like bloodstains. We'd better examine it at once! I thought you said you were done investigating the crime scene, Fulbright. Fulbright. Because, why do we find it, but you don't? I get it. The victim was stabbed in the middle of the room, where the big bloodstain is, and then brought over here, at which point some of her blood dripped into these pieces, and my chair came apart. There we go. That means the body the body very well could have been dropped from this window. In the mock trial script, the body was dropped onto a mat, and then a ball cart was used to move it over to the stage. The maintenance area below this room and the storehouse there has a mat and a ball cart. So, Even the moving of the body was carried out just like the script. The killer sure had a thing for Junie's script.
Well, what did you expect? That's why we suspected the defendant in the first place.
Seriously? Well, you're wrong, and I'm going to prove it in court.
Okay, what else we got here?
Three little busts sitting on a shelf. The judge, the defendant, and either a lawyer or a prosecutor.
Sounds like the beginning of that one Beth, or not Beth, that one Bed song for little kids.
The bearded one must be the judge, and the bummed-out looking one the defendant.
Bummed out. Okay.
Look, there's another one that's fallen onto the floor. I wonder which one fell, the lawyer or the prosecutor.
What the amount of jokes that are aimed towards lawyers losing, I would have to say the lawyer.
Think, Apollo. Think. This could tell us how tomorrow's trial will go.
I'll just wait for tomorrow's horoscopes. Thanks.
Picture of a girl wearing a floral hat. Oh, it has the artist's name right here. R. Newman. Wow. Robin must have painted this. Is this Jennifer? The clothes are different, but... Oh, look! There's a piece of paper stuck to the back. Let's see what it says. Completely waxed Professor Quart's artistry. Must keep practicing. Robin. Huh. I think this is pretty good myself. I wonder what it would have looked like if Professor Quart had painted Jupiter. I bet it would have been really artistic looking.
Ah, that's funny. Okay, what do we got there?
Isn't that a mock trial script?
Actually, there's a whole bunch of them here.
Let's see. Looks like everyone's from the judge course submitted one.
The victim, Constance Quart, was the Fine Art Club's advisor, so she probably spent a lot of time up here, in addition to her other duties. This isn't where I'd keep a bunch of scripts, but I'd wager that's how they wound up here.
Poor stressed out, overworked Professor Quart. I know exactly how that feels.
You must, because your desk always looks like a tornado hit it.
You're one to talk, Apollo.
Me? What about Mr. Wright?
Maybe we should rename the firm Wright Stuff All Over the Place Agency.
What's on the desk?
Hey!
Oh, hey! It's gone!
Remember that strange statue in the school camera photo?
Just gonna leave that there to make people think. I didn't even notice it in the photo until you just pointed it out, and then it's like...
You're right! Where it is? I wonder where it is. Robin's a member of the Fine Arts Club. Maybe she could shed some light on this.
I want to talk to Robin. I've been wanting to talk to Robin since I got dragged into this art room.
I can see the other half of the building over there, and the quad and stage down below. Yeah, this must be the window Detective Fulbright stuck his head out of earlier. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the help, Detective.
A true champion of justice always comes running to those in need.
Great. Then how about telling us Prosecutor Blackwell's strategy tomorrow?
Alright, let me just think.
Well,
Huh? Oh! Hey! I'm not falling for that!
so close. I could almost just taste it. Bitter victory. Or, sweet victory.
It's bitter defeat that I just hated though.
Some wire and a winch. So this is how they reel the banners in and out. There's a nice view of the stage from here.
Did I just mark into a power? Okay. Prosecutor Gavin is standing in front of that broken statue.
So it really wasn't you, Apollo? Don't worry, you can tell me. I won't tell anyone.
Ah! I'll never clear my name unless we catch the real culprit.
Well,
I think we've examined pretty much everything we can in here. By the way, did Prosecutor Blackwell happen to tell you anything about tomorrow's trial? In justice we trust! It's no use trying to pry more information out of me. Having just learned that the clock had been 1 hour fast, means we're back to square one concerning the suspect's actions that day.
I wonder what the main argument will be about now. I mean, we just kind of flipped the prosecutor's argument around with the whole hour thing. So now it's like everyone's back to square one except for us for the most part. I think we've been getting quite a good bit of evidence. How the body was moved would be my guess. But Prosecutor Blackwell's got his own thoughts. Oh? Does he now? Detective Fulbright?
Try as you might! I won't say another word about the investigation!
No, I wasn't going to ask about that. I was just wondering, have you seen Robin?
Oh? You mean Miss Robin Newman? She was just here a moment ago. And she mumbled about something about watching videos in the lecture hall.
Video? What video?
Thanks, Detective. Athena, I think we should stop by the lecture hall.
Right. Let's go!
Alright. Let's see what we got waiting for us on the video, maybe. Unless Robin's finished watching it.
There she is! Robin! Hey! Robin! Oh, Athena! Apollo!
What are you watching there?
Oh, it just so happens to be a video of the mock trial. I had to use a bit of coercion to get it, but the end justifies the means, right? There it is again. Professor Means sure has a lot of influence around here. Can you look into the true connection between the murder and the mock trial with me?
Oh, God.
Sounds great, but do you mind if we ask you some questions first? Sure, I'll tell you anything you W-A-N-T.
No. I'm gonna show this before anything happens where someone leaves.
Oh, Lady Justice! That's so C-U-T-E. You think this is cute? Yeah, totally! Exactly! The balance of the scales, the keenness of the sword, the cracks running all the way up. That last one, only because I put it back together. Oh! I totally know what you mean! It's that feeling you get when something is so cute, you want to smash it to bits! R-I-G-H-T? Rah!
Oh, jeez.
Sorry, but that sounds more like a case of the crazy than a fondness for the cute.
Okay. That's good enough for me. So, why did you confess?
About your confession today, why'd you do it? Because Juniper hasn't done anything wrong. I had to stop the trial by any means possible. Right. The ends justifies the means. So you're a follower of Professor Means too? Professor Means is a wonderful teacher, as was Professor Cord. I like them B-O-T-H. She brushed that one off like a pro.
But, with that style of justice, you run the risk of breaking the law.
I'm prepared to quit school because of this case. What? Why? I want to be an artist. That's what I really want, man. No! My parents forced me to study to become a prosecutor. But if the trial went south, you'd have to drop out and give up being a prosecutor. That's what you're really after, isn't it? Talk about someone who literally changes at the bat of an eyelash.
I guess she's been dealing with her own problems too. That totally does make sense.
Yeah, I suppose so. But that doesn't make what she did right.
Okay, so could you tell us about what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Finishing a statue. I was on the stage until the last bell. That's right. You made the statues of Mr. Wright and Prosecutor Gavin, didn't you? Oh, yes. Yes, I did. Both of them.
This is just a formality, but can you prove you were making the statues at that time?
Can I prove it? You think I'm the killer now?
No! That's not what I meant!
Both you and Robin were still at school after 7 p.m. Jeez, these students have,
Geez, these students work hard, I could say, because, all three of them were at the school after 7.
But neither of them can prove exactly what they were doing. Could one of them really have murdered Professor Court?
So,
Have you been having any problems now that everyone here knows you're a girl?
well, at least Athena asked it. If a guy asked that, I'm pretty sure, they would get slapped or something.
No worries there. I discussed the matter with Professor Court some time ago.
Oh. She knew your secret, but no one else did? Okay.
I told her I wanted to let everyone know I was really a girl. And just today I found out that she spoke with the school administration on my behalf.
Wow. They really must like you.
I know, right? But now I can finally be myself here at school. I don't have to hide the fact that I love girly clothes.
Yeah, because, being a guy, yeah, that would be a little weird with how masculine you were trying to be with those braces and all. Being Mr. Over 9,000.
That's Athena, I simply must have this, and this by any means possible.
Oh boy.
What? But this is evidence we need for the trial. Sorry, but no can do. Aww, don't be a party pooper, Athena. Come on, please. Pretty please.
Stage costume related evidence taken in classic Injustifies the Mean style? Are you freaking crazy and serious?
Oh, darn it. Anyway, thank you again, Athena. Thank you for revealing who I really am. I wanted everyone to know before the snitch found out. The snitch? Sounds like a new lead.
The snitch.
There's a rumor going around that one of the students here is a snitch. I hear they're watching everything we do. Our activities, our relationships, our interests, and reporting it all to one of the professors.
But why would anyone do that?
Officially, I heard it to seek out misconduct among the student body. But the rumor has it grades were being bought and sold through this surveillance network.
That's bribery! The situation at Themis Legal Academy is worse than I thought!
While this stuff is important, I still want to ask about that thing in the art room. I'll have to present some evidence to show her what I'm talking about, though.
But I already did that. But whatever. Could I show this maybe?
Robin, I just remembered I wanted to ask you. This photo shows a piece of art on the table. Do you know what it is? Whoa! Look at that unique artistic sense! That has to be one of Professor Court's creations, man! Professor Court. Artistic sense?
Bye-bye, Snitch. Hello, Court's artistic sense.
Professor Court's artistic sense. That's a tough one. I'd say it's avant-garde and various
Oh my god. Eclectic? I think I've actually heard that. No, maybe not. Whatever. You can read that while I just have a problem pronouncing it, and someone's going to comment on how to pronounce it, and by then I will not care. At the slightest. At the slightest, I will say.
In other words, it's weird and all over the place. Come to think of it, that strange-looking painting in the art room was one of Professor Court's works, wasn't it?
Yes.
The statue in that photo was originally a statue of Lady Justice. Lady Justice? Professor Court had planned on placing it on the judge's bench in the lecture hall. But the day before the mock trial, it broke while she was polishing it. She said she'd take it back to the art room and try to fix it somehow. So, this is the statue of the proper state? You bet! Just look at that wild silhouette! Wow! It's so C-U-T-E! I don't get it. Do you have an artist? Do you have to be an artist to appreciate stuff like this?
Sometimes you do. Athena? The Lady Justice that you put back together on that stage.
Oh, right. I didn't realize before because it was in pieces, but before it was smashed. Maybe it didn't look like Lady Justice, but more like it does in the photo. But what in the world was it doing on the stage?
This is a good question. A very good question. Well, I think that about covers it.
Okay, Then how about watching the mock trial video with me? What do you say? Sure, sounds good to me. How do you want to watch it? All classroom desks at this school have their own built-in computer, you know? Wow, this place definitely is a lot cushier than I thought. I know you guys are in a hurry, so I'll just fast forward to the important parts. Let's start with the professor's pre-trial speech.
Good afternoon. I'm just gonna read this since they aren't going to show us who's talking exactly unless the character profile does appear. Good afternoon. I would like to start by thanking you for coming here today.
Oh, that sounds like Professor Means.
Okay, then I'll read it as Professor Means' voice. The mock trial, the crown jewel event of the school festival will begin shortly.
Is the camera like this the whole time? Yeah. It's a fixed position in front of the stage.
When I was a student, I too could hardly wait for this day to come. Reminiscing in the past. Oh, yeah. How come teachers' speeches always make me so sleepy?
Let's just skip to the end of his speech.
Now, let the mock trial begin!
Hey, what's the deal here? Why is Julie so large in the shot?
Looks to me like she cut right in front of the camera.
Juniper was also in charge of the audio. Even though she was already playing a part in the mock trial itself, she had to do it to keep the script details secret. She was all over the place that day. She wasn't in the trial. She was in the audio control room, dealing with the music. Oh, so this is what the lecture hall looks like.
Looks like there's a judge's bench back by the screen, and the witness stand up front. What about those balconies with the professors' names on them?
Those are the faculty seats. Professor Means and Professor Court were in charge of scoring the mock trial. Okay. Let's fast forward this a bit.
And that's why the defendant is definitely guilty!
Ah, that was me. Could you tell?
Yes. Objection! A frail co-ed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so.
You read that line in the mock trial, Apollo, but you made it sound kind of weird.
Well, obviously, because he doesn't sound like a stuck-up smartass. Cut me some slack. It was my first time reading that script.
I think Juniper's going to speak next. I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You're a goner," but I didn't mean it.
Wow. What an emotional performance. She put up a real actress to shame.
Wait, could you go back and play that scene again?
You really think that's necessary?
I didn't do it. I had suffered a breakdown and pretty much lost it. It's true I shouted, "You are a goner," but...
Oh,
Stop! Did you hear that?
I think you're onto something. Let's play that last part again.
I don't follow. What are you guys so excited about? I think this piece of evidence should explain it.
Time to show Robin a piece of evidence that links the line. Okay,
Take that!
Yeah!
I'm sure you remember this. It contains a female voice shouting a violent threat. I'll play it for you. You're a goner! The voices and performance do sound similar, but I can't believe this is happening! It's just a possibility, but if the voice on this tape is really a recording, from the mock trial video, then that means this evidence was fabricated.
Oh! Dang! They didn't get to do a voice print analysis in time for court today. That's why the gender of the voice became so important. And if the real killer had foreseen that gender would become key in today's trial, he would have tried to deflect.
He would have tried to deflect the attention away from himself by making the suspect female. So, basically, the only one with something to gain from doing this is our sole male suspect. Wait a second! No! Wait!
Professor means credo is the end justifies the means. So it makes perfect sense that a student who took those words to heart would fabricate evidence. We need to get that tape analyzed as soon as possible. Let's see, the voice on the tape says you're a goner.